Is love truly a mental illness? It's a question that has intrigued philosophers, poets, and psychologists for centuries. Today in the Trill Pill podcast, we'll examine the fascinating ways in which love can push us to the brink of sanity or insanity, sparking obsession or just goddamn right clingy type shit, dependency, or even madness. Also, we're going to delve into the tumultuous interplay between matters of the heart and complexities of the mind. Sit back, enjoy. Make sure you open your mind up. You might want to get your wine. You understand? You might want to get your strawberries out for this one right here. This is going to be a very interesting episode. Trill Pill Podcast. Mind your mental to be. Mind your mental. Stay true and heal, and most of all, stay mentally true. Start the show. Start this motherfucker up right now. Now we're back, right? Now you probably looking like, what the fuck is this? He talking about right now? Like love as a mental illness? Hell yeah! Look, man. Look, I think at this point we've all either been in love, currently in love, or out of love. You feel me? So if you think about the things that people do for love, including crimes and shit like crimes of passion and all crazy ass shit, right? It got me to thinking. You already know. I get on the motherfucking computer and did some research. I found an article on Wall Street Journal and some other sources. I'm gonna put those up under the video in the description box. So, first of all, right, let's start off with some stats. So, if you're watching this, right, hold on real quick. Let me share the motherfucking screen. And I'm gonna start off like this, right? Make it a little bit bigger. As a matter of fact, I gotta zoom in because some of y'all blind. So anyway, starting off with stats. When I'm getting to reading all that, but let me zoom out a little bit. All right, starting off with some stats. These stats are a breakdown of survey respondents' mental illnesses, self-identified with one or more. Right now, as we scroll down, oh, my bad. Let you look at that some more. If you listen to this on audio, my bad, you can't see. You're gonna go to the YouTube. Now it's correlating partner mental illness, and it's men and women. 73% of women say yes that men got some that their partners have mental illness. 26.5% say no. On the men's side, 52% say yes, and 48% says no. And then there's a lot of other shit that's there. I'm also drop this link off in there, right? I just want to give you a brief. Just want to show you just a little bit, right? Matter of fact, get some get some get a little tune in the background. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Now, 4 or 5 things um, love can indeed lead to extreme emotions and behaviors that might sometimes resemble symptoms of a mental illness. There's been some studies out there that says love has the same uh, effect on the mind as cocaine. You understand me? So if you on that love high, you basically feeling how you feel on cocaine. You get addicted. It's the obsessed part. Some shit like that. It can't get that bad. I've seen some wild shit. You know, if you watch the true crime channels, some of the best true crime is the crimes of passion and all things of that nature. But the fact that they have to have a whole law of crime of passion and they get a lot of sentence for that, there's also some crazy shit to me personally. Um, you got, I think five types that I wrote down that I thought about, right? Of love, of better yet, how love correlates to mental illness. The first one is obsessive love. Now, obsessive love involves an intense and irrational preoc- preoccupation with someone, often to the point of obsession. This can lead to some wild ass behavior, such as constant monitoring of person activities. So, if you ever been in a relationship, you ever had somebody, you know what I'm saying, you iPhone niggas out there, if you got a motherfucking the iPhone or Apple device, 9 times out of 10, yeah, uh, your girl is tracking you down. You know what I'm saying? She wants to see where you at. You want to check your location. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and there's some guys out there that's weird with that shit too. Um, that's obsessive. You know what I'm saying? This because it's borderline stalking. You know what I'm saying? Or very intrusive. You know, thoughts that interfere with daily function. Now, while this might not always meet the criteria for a diagnosis of illness on its own, it can resemble symptoms of obsessive compulsive disorder, which is OCD in other disorders, right? So, have some trust. And number two, dependent love. Some individuals may develop a pattern of dependent love where they rely excessively on their partner for validation, emotional support, and identity. Sorry. This can lead to feelings of insecurity, anxiety, and fear of abandonment, aka being clingy, clingy as a motherfucker. And in most extreme cases, it can contribute to symptoms of depression and anxiety. This or also, this is some very scary shit. Now, I've seen this shit. Mind you, I have to research. Also, look up some true crime shit. So this is how I compile my research and how to break this shit down. You know what I'm saying? It'd be crazy. Also, unrequited love. Unrequited love. UNUIT. Requited love. So when love is not reciprocated, it can lead to an intense emotional stress, including feelings of sadness, rejection, and hopelessness. And in some cases, this can contribute to symptoms of depression or anxiety, especially if the individual struggles to cope with their rejection or experiences persistent negative thoughts about themselves. If somebody tells you no, right, just accept a no and go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all get a lot more no's than yeses, and that's okay. It's everybody for somebody. You feel what I'm saying? Keep on shooting the shot. You might work on good do. You might work on Euro step. You know what I'm saying? Keep on working your move, goddamn. So you can go ahead and do what you got to do out here. You know what I'm saying? You can't be afraid to be just out here. Shit don't happen. You know what I'm saying? You gonna meet somebody and he gonna try to put your motherfucking game down, and they gonna say hell no. You know what I'm saying? And the worst cases, some people can like I've seen, when I was doing my research and shit like that, I just see people wean the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And want to kill people because people said no to them. People who they never really learned how to handle uh, rejection, and rejection is hard. It's a hard to handle. It's a hard to handle type of Shit, it's hard to hear no's. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand that this is a part of life. You know what I'm saying? Um, you have to learn how to handle that. You got to have your emotions in check, just in case somebody tells you no or you get broke up with or something like that. And you be like, all right, cool. You go on about your business. Don't be doing no wild shit and get you locked up for years just because she done told you no. You know, or just because he done told you no. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be watching. I be watching Snap and shit. It be some wild shit that been going on, but like, god damn. You know what I'm saying? Cause just you know what I'm saying? Some wild shit. But that is unrequited love. You know what I'm saying? Number 4, mania. Not WrestleMania, mania. Mania and love. And in some cases, love can trigger manic episodes in which the uh, in individuals with bipolar disorder. Side note, this is why it's very important to get checked out or get therapy, get couples therapy, and really sit down and have these conversations with your mate about mental health history, if they have, or just the fact that you've been through a lot and you need to just go get some help. You know what I'm saying? Got to. Excuse me. Um, because you got to. I think at this point, we as adults are too grown not to carry up the maintenance of ourselves, including our mental health. We'll make sure we fly. We'll make sure we got on some of the flyest clothes or shoes or whatever, but we don't make sure that we are right off in our head spaces. You know what I'm saying? Me. Even before you even get with somebody, you really gotta go out and you need to get your shit ready. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that you're ready to go to another relationship, that you're ready for all the curves and turns that relationships have. You know what I'm saying? It's not peachy keen. It's not gonna be perfect. It's never gonna be perfect. It never have been. You have to learn how to solve problems. Sometimes you and the other person just don't mesh together. So everybody needs to learn how to not only um, be together but be apart. You know what I'm saying? Know how to separate safely. Feel me? Also, mania is characterized by an elevated mood, increased energy, racing thoughts, and impulsive behaviors. Now, during manic episodes, the individual may engage in reckless behaviors such as uh, spending sprees. So a lot of y'all out there, you get mad or whatever, you have to go spend up a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? That is a form of a manic behavior, believe it or not. Risky sexual encounters. I know a lot of y'all nasty freaks out there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all nasty freaks out there be doing a lot of freaky things with random people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing a lot of kissing and ass eating and yeah, that's why the STD is up through the roof because y'all being nasty with people that you don't know who the fuck they are. So you don't know what they got. Now you got the syphilis, you know, and then now you got the herpes. I seen today, this is totally unrelated, but today, a baby in the hotel found a condom uh, in the hotel room and put it in his mouth. Now the baby got herpes. True story. I'm gonna talk about that on the True World order page, not this one. I'm just saying, uh, it's a lot of wild shit going on, a lot of recklessness going on, a lot of risky sexual behavior, especially now since everything is so sexualized. Everybody doing some of the wild shit. And everybody want to prove how freaky they are. And all this shit. Where you got a lot of people making clinic visits, taking penicillins, you know what I'm saying, and and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Calm it down. You know what I'm saying? Or making grandiose gestures in the name of love. Wild shit. Showing up to your job. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women out there, y'all don't put that thigh on the nigga. You know what I'm saying? You knew he was kind of crazy. You don't put that thigh on him. You knew he was kind of crazy, but you fuck with him. Now he at your job. You know what I'm saying? Now he at your job outside your window. You ain't call him there. You know what I'm saying? Now he, now you got a problem. Now you got to call your big brother. Say, hey, this nigga out here, you know what I'm saying? It's problems. You got to know who you dealing with. This shit ain't really like this shit ain't all turned up like it used to. You know what I'm saying? Like it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? This shit is weird out here. You know what I'm saying? But they'll do all the crazy shit in the name of love. When you hear these stories about, oh, I killed this person in the name of love, passion, crimes of passion in the name of love. You know what I'm saying? Just shit like that in the name of love. That's not really safe. So you have to really keep your motherfucking eyes, heads on the motherfucking swivel so you can know, no, I gotta find a way to get about this shit safe because they are exhibiting somatic episodes. You understand me? Now, the last one, something that we all know, you know what I'm saying? They talk about it in plenty of songs, and it's trauma bonding. Now, in most abusive relationships, love can become intertwined with feelings of fear, powerlessness, and trauma bonding. And victims may feel a strong attachment to their abuser despite the harm they inflict, making it difficult to leave the relationship. This can contribute to symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder and other trauma-related disorders. Right? If you are in an abusive relationship, go get some help, man and woman. I know it's for a lot of women, you know what I'm saying, but it's also some men getting knocked up beside the head, bro. You gotta go. You gotta get up out of it. It's a there, as much as us as men don't like to say that we, you know what I'm saying, that we getting beat on. There is a whole show that's been popular since I was a teenager called Snap, of women going the fuck off, killing, you know what I'm saying, killing the nigga, you know what I'm saying, and some of these guys are abusers, so they feel like it's self-defense. Some of these guys are just whatever, you know what I'm saying, but it happens, and it definitely happens vice versa. It's a lot of men out here who they don't feel whatever, so they killing the, you know what I'm saying. It's just a bunch of unsafe shit that's going on out here. And that's why I will always say again, you got to know, if you take time for yourself, right? The more time you take for yourself, the important time, like as far as going to therapy and taking care of your mental health, the more you're gonna know about the the, the, the next person. I truly believe with me going to therapy has helped me out a whole lot in recognizing certain shit that I haven't before. You know what I'm saying? Certain ways of people, certain tendencies of people. Just something that I just picked up along the way. It's something that's very important. You don't want to be in some type of relationship where you're stuck in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you feel like you're stuck in that shit. You feel like you just can't leave because um, you bond with that person. You feel, you know what I'm saying? Like you feel sorry for them for whooping your ass and shit like that. Like, nah, man. And if you in a relationship where y'all are putting y'all hands on each other, then it's just safe to go ahead and get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? It's not working. Just not working. It's not safe. The more and more you let it go on, the more dangerous it's going to get. Matter of fact, y'all make sure that y'all go to Bino Entertainment TV, BINO Entertainment TV, and shout out to Perp over there. I did an interview with her. Go check that out. She's a huge advocate for sexual abuse, um, just abuse in general, right? She talks about this a whole lot, the relationship between men and women, and when they get abusive and things of that nature, right? Go holler at her, tell her I sent you. And also, shout out to the good brother Mouthpiece, because he did like a 5-part, maybe even 6 parts, you know what I'm saying, a series of trauma bonding. And I showed up for one. I caught one. You know what I'm saying? He goes live on YouTube. Mouthpiece, Moufpeace. Shout out to the good brother Mouthpiece. And he talks about trauma bonding. He had a whole series on trauma bonding that I think you guys need to go listen to. It's great to hear perspectives, especially from men. You don't hear a whole lot of mental health talk from men. For some of us, it's taboo to talk about it because just to be frank, don't nobody give a fuck about niggas and what we really go through. About men, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody really care about men and what they go through. So it kind of then at the same time, um, we we kind of been misled in the fact that we've been taught to hold everything in, right? Which, in my opinion, there is some things you have to keep in check. But if you feeling a certain way, you know what I'm saying, you got to go get some help. Don't be, don't be holding all that shit in, bro. Like, especially now that you see more more of the male entertainers talking about mental health. 21 Savage, he talks about it a lot. Waka Flocka. If you ever heard Scarface or Zero, they talk about it a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? A Ball, NJG, Pimp and Bun. You know what I'm saying? And others talk about mental health. So if we listen to hip hop all the time, you know what I'm saying? We singing these songs all the time. Like, don't just listen to the shit where you ready to go whoop some. You know what I'm saying? Whoop some ass. Go listen to the more introspective, uh, you know what I'm saying, the cuts. You know what I'm saying? Go listen to um, one of my favorites is off the album Lost, A Ball album. Um, the the track Lost. You know what I'm saying? He goes into detail about that. If you listen to Scarface, shit, it's a plethora of songs where, in my opinion, he was one of the first rappers to really get in there talking about mental health and being vulnerable to talk about mental health. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody that's like us, that's from the hood, sound like us, look like us, talking about mental health. He's one of the first ones when it was really taboo, and that's what makes him great. Zero of the same cloth. He talks about it. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of mental health issues, relationships, and shit like that. Like that. Like, that's the essence of us, especially as black men. Is we gotta really sit here and talk about that shit. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I want to give a shout out to the good brother Mouthpiece and a few others. Um, they get out here and really put on for that type of talk conversation to have. It's difficult. You know what I'm saying? I think we've all been in love, like I said before. Um, I've been in love before, you know, and I had to deal with a tough rejection. I had to go through a whole divorce and it involved my children. And it's an ongoing, lingering type thing and having to restart my life. It's been difficult. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, oh, it's been perfect. It's been fucking difficult. It's tough. It's times where I feel very lonely, very whatever. But the fact that I've taken my time out to learn myself, go to therapy, get therapy, you know what I'm saying, start doing the things, start getting back to the things that made me me, and really taking care of myself, you know, I start to feel better. You feel what I'm saying? Um, Now, I don't believe love itself is a mental illness, but extreme or dysfunctional expressions of love and sometimes coexist. Um, they can coexist or exacerbate mental health issues. You know what I'm saying? If you're already going through something and you don't even know, you never even got yourself checked, you just going to, like, the whole concept of, oh, I don't need to go get no therapy because I'm all right, it's bullshit, right? If you go into the bathroom 2 o'clock in the morning and you stub your motherfucking toe on the edge of the on the edge of the bed, and your pinky toe is broke, you can go to the doctor. You understand me? If you break your arm, if you sprain your ankle, it's the same shit. Just because it's not physical and it's more of a internal thing doesn't mean it doesn't need to be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Our brain is the most important part of our mind. We can't do shit without it. So why not go and take care of your brain? People out here that go spend millions of dollars, thousands of dollars, going and get fly, going and get your whip, going and get your car. You know what I'm saying? You don't, whatever, and you ain't took no time out to go and take care of your mental health with all that money that you got. You know what I'm saying? You got to go do that. You know what I'm saying? Especially for us as adults, a lot of us have children, so our children are going to be growing up in a crazy world. This world is already a crazy world. It's not the same. I put it like that. You know what I'm saying? Things seem to go the extreme route. You feel me? So we have to protect our daughters and our sons from a lot of this crazy shit that's going on. So with everything that you learn from your relationships, you have to be able to tell your children that. I seen a clip the other day in some high school in Texas where it was this young boy and this young girl that was arguing, and this young boy just hauled off at her and hit her with a right hand. You know what I'm saying? Now, what part of that is cool or was flying? Everybody kind of just sat there. It's like, nah, yeah, nah. You know what I'm saying? First of all, nigga, if you hit my motherfucking daughter, you know what I'm saying? She called me and say, hey, daddy, so and so hit me. Yeah, we up there. And I don't give a damn how old you are. I'm going to put you in the motherfucking cross-faced chicken wing and whoop the shit out you. You understand me? And go ahead and bring your daddy. And yeah, we got, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a whole fast though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bring your daddy and your brothers. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, yeah, we just squabble it out or whatever going to have to happen, going to happen. But we have to tell our daughters and our sons the way how it's supposed to be, how to recognize people that aren't healthy, that aren't safe, being in relationships. Like I don't even understand, you know what I'm saying? Now just thinking about now I'm a teenager, or just I wish I would have waited longer to start having sex. You know what I'm saying? I I think I could have focused a lot more of energy towards something different than having sex. I don't think like just thinking about how it was pushed on us, the music or the environment. You know what I'm saying? These kids don't need to be thinking about nothing but going to school, going to trade school, getting some money some way somehow. You know what I'm saying? Or just taking care of their grades. They don't need to be worried about no fucking. You know what I'm saying? Too young, like half of these people out here. You know what I'm saying? Like you young as like some of the some of the shit that we were doing, we was young, we had no business doing it at all. You know what I'm saying? But the environment kind of pushed us to do it, and of course our own choices. But um, that's what I really wish, especially once I had my children. Um, I just see it a different way now, and you'll be a fool not to see it the same way and make changes to make sure that your children don't walk in the same mistakes that you walk in. You know what I'm saying? Just because you wanted, you know what I'm saying? But that shit was stupid as hell. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have no business listening to Pretty Ricky. You know what I'm saying? Pretty Ricky had no business being out. You know what I'm saying? But say, man, when that motherfucking album dropped, you know what I'm saying? Look, I was in high school trying to have some sex. You feel what I'm saying? Boy, when that grind on me came out at the motherfucking school dance, say, man, no business. We didn't have no business doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have so, and that was then. That was in the 2000s. You feel what I'm saying? Um, now, now these kids are way more. They have the access to more. They have the access to porn at their fingertips. They got a phone. They got the access to porn, and they can Google everything and look at everything. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. So it's just the attack on these young children's minds. Um, It's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And that's another part of the reason why I wanted to talk about this topic, because it's not just for us; it's for our children too. Especially if you got teenagers. I got a 14-year-old, and in some years, she's going to be an adult and be out in this world. Now, I don't really call the kids grown. To me, you ain't really grown until you 25, because your brain, like, your motherfucking skull got to close all the way, and then you grown. Your skull don't close all the way till you 25. You know what I'm saying? Till you 25, your motherfucking skull, so you still got a soft spot in your head, and that's why that's why we was in our 20s, 21, 22, 23, 24, making stupid ass decisions. Nigga, our brain even closed in yet. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things, just in my opinion, just the way this society just works, and how they target our children. You know, I didn't, I never even thought about this shit, to be honest, until I had my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I got two daughters. I got one that's 14. I got one she's the youngest, and my son. So my son's about to be 10. So shit, next few years they're going to be young adults out in this world. You know what I'm saying? So I talk to them, all the time, and I always try to give them the most game, especially my daughter, because like, she's a woman and she's going to be beautiful, and she's going to be, what I'm saying, she's smart, and you know what I'm saying, and I know it's going to be some young little musty neck nigga. Don't you know what I'm saying? Try to how, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already know, you know what I'm saying, but I just want a lot of these things are inevitable. But in order for our children to be the safest, we got to be able to get to them and talk to them about these things now. Like, all that, we're going to wait till the birds and the bees. Fuck no. We got to talk to them now. Everything got to be sped up. If you even has a little type of some old school teachings, incorporate some of that old school shit and modernize it with some new school shit. You feel what I'm saying? Mesh it together, because our babies need this. You know what I'm saying? They need it. They minds, the things that they showing them is over sexualized. If you ever seen the clip of them little preschool babies singing Sexy Red, I'm Out of Town. Yeah, like, excuse me. And people are mad at Sexy Red, but you can't be mad at the artist. You know what I'm saying? But they just put everything out so broad. Like, there's no, you can't, there should be a space for adult type music, and you know what I'm saying, and the other music. Feel what I'm saying? But it's not, and it's never been that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was growing up, I was born in 1990, so you know what I'm saying. I was 10 years old, listening to Trina, and you know what I'm saying, hearing Trina on the radio, like, damn, she look good. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker look good. You look up a Trina, you can start learning about Adina Howard. You start learning about, then you start learning about all this freaky shit, and all of a sudden you freaked out. All of a sudden you doing something you ain't got no business doing. You know what I'm saying? You and a young lady are in high school doing some shit that y'all got no business doing. You know what I'm saying? You in there fucking. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you don't have no business doing that. You know what I'm saying? You fucking mind is corrupt. You don't listen to motherfucking Grind on Me so much. Goddamn Love Like Honey so motherfucking much that you ready to go fuck something. You know what I'm saying? And you young as hell, so you can't. It's tough to protect our children from this type of shit. So the best we can do is to game up ourselves, to game up our babies. You understand me? So they don't go out here dealing with somebody who, you know what I'm saying, got a mental illness, nigga crazy as hell. You understand me? I just seen right here on the news just a few minutes ago before I started recording about a dude who just not going to try. He done killed 3 women. He killed 3 women in 2022 that he was involved with. You know what I'm saying? You can't ignore that shit. This nigga look crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you don't know, but sometimes there are signs, but you ignore them because you know what I'm saying, you got something that you like to see or whatever the fuck. You can't ignore them red flags. Them red flags are there for a reason. Some alerts you for a reason. And now it's cool to be toxic. It's cool to, you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of shit that is not supposed to be cool is all of a sudden cool now. And that shit is not cool. Our babies see us. They see us, especially if you're a millennial, you got kids. They now they're able to see what the fuck we was on. You know what I'm saying? And especially if your kids are smart like mine, they're gonna start asking you questions like, God damn, daddy, this is what y'all, you know what I'm saying? You gotta tell them, like, yeah, I was a dumbass. You know what I'm saying? Your pops is smart, but when I was, you know what I'm saying, I was stupid. No matter how smart I was, just not knowing, just not being cognizant of the times, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it's for. And it's for us as adults to make sure that we stay healthy. I want people to be in healthy relationships, but I think you have to be in a healthy relationship with yourself first. You gotta learn how to love yourself and take care of yourself and respect yourself, and then you can go forward with others. You know what I'm saying? If you don't respect yourself, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna respect the person that that you're gonna be with. It's gonna be some shit that you probably, you know what I'm saying, childhood traumas, it's all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But going and getting therapy, going and asking for help, being able to have the resources to ask for help is very important. You know what I'm saying? So, that being said, make sure you know, um, it's when you meet rejection. You never heard the 90s song, I can't eat, you know what I'm saying? You know how crazy it is either to do something, get involved with some shit. And niggas was singing their ass off in the 90s and 2000s. Niggas said, I can't eat, you know what I'm saying? Couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. You know what I'm saying? That is fiend behavior. You know what I'm saying? That's how of a down spiral that love can take you in. You know, so if you felt like you was in love with you might have been in love. Somebody else might not have been in love with you. You understand me? But yeah, all that I can't eat. What you had? Yeah, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't sleep without you. Yeah, all that shit is fiend behavior. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the correlation to um, love or the feelings of love and the feelings of cocaine, they correlate. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make this up. You know what I'm saying? This shit is right there on the internet. You know what I'm saying? These are studies about when they, look, all I'm saying is this: be careful out here. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta learn how to let go. You know what I'm saying? You know, um, it's intoxicating highs of infatuation. Um, intoxicating highs of infatuation, right? To the depths of heartbreak and despair. Um, Learning how to navigate the roller coaster of emotions that accompany matters of the heart. You know what I'm saying? Obsession, codependency, unrequited love, and even the darker side of relationships, including abuse and trauma bonding, are very important. It's almost imperative to take care of those things and be on alert for those things. So that being said, that's it. I don't make this no long episode. We got attention spans like a motherfucker mosquito. You understand me? So that being said, make sure. Mm, mm, uh, oh, before I go, let me say this, right? Um, so do I believe Trill Pill believe that love is a mental illness? No, no. Love is not. It's not considered a mental illness. I don't believe it is. It's a very complex emotion And it's a fundamental aspect of human relationships. Um, it involves feelings of affection, attachment, care, and often romantic attraction to another person. And while love can sometimes lead to intense emotions and behaviors, it is generally viewed as a normal and healthy part of the human experiences. While on the other hand, mental illnesses are conditions that affect a person's thinking, feeling, mood, be, yeah, uh, behavior, and cause distress or impairment in functioning. These functions are typically diagnosed and treated by mental health professionals and may require interventions such as therapy, medication, or other forms of support. Love can make you feel all those things. So, it is a mental illness? No. Doesn't give you the effects of some mental illnesses? Of course it does. Of course it does. Now, while love can sometimes lead to challenges and or difficulties in relationships, it's not classified as a mental illness unless it becomes part of a broader pattern of problematic behaviors or symptoms that meet the criteria for a specific mental health disorder, such as OCD, um, borderline personality disorder, where love related behaviors, yeah, where love related behaviors or emotions might become dysregulated or problematic. So I don't believe it's mental health. Um, it's a mental illness. Just like all things, um, you have to be careful out here when you falling out in love. You know what I'm saying? Are you falling out in love? You falling out in love? Oh, I'm in love. Really? You know what I'm saying? Are you really in love? Or do you just like that person the whole life? You gotta know. And then on the other hand, it depends on what the person um, defines as love. You know what I'm saying? Depends on how they grew up. You know what I'm saying? If they grew up in a fucked up household, then their perception of love is not gonna be, you know what I'm saying, normal to a certain extent. Feel me? So that's why I say, man, it's very important to look at this shit from all aspects. Don't be so willy nilly with your willy. You understand me? Keep the cooler cat back. You know what I'm saying? For y'all to even get intimate and be sharing all them energies and shit, go take your ass to a fucking therapist and get some motherfucking help to make sure that you right before you even get into all that. Cause that's how this shit be happening a lot of times. You fucked off, you thinking that getting with somebody new is gonna help you out and make you feel better, and then you end up in the same shit that you need. Beating on each other, talking shit, niggas ain't shit, bitches ain't shit but hoes, tricks, you know what I'm saying? And one thing is right. And either one of y'all shit, you know what I'm saying? Both of y'all done fucked up. You know what I'm saying? By this point, you've been fucked up a few times. But just go to the therapist and get your shit back right. Gotta reset to how you with a clear mind. So you and whoever you decide to get in a relationship with can know on the first basis that mental health is important. I gotta know who the fuck you are, or how your head is before I start fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? It's just very important. Um, it's just very important. Love is one of those things where sometimes it can also be an illusion. You feel me? And sometimes people can get out here and get real toxic, and they can act. You feel what I'm saying? And it's weird like that. And sometimes you just don't know until you don't know. That's the fucked up part about it. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have experiences to know what the fuck is going on, or to prepare yourself for this bullshit that's going on out here in this motherfucker. You understand me? Proud preparation prevents poor performance, man. Take care of your mental health and make sure that you right. You know what I'm saying? If you are in a relationship, um, if you haven't already, go take couples therapy, talk about it, so you guys can live long and prosper. And if you're single out here, before you even think about getting into a relationship, go through some therapy. Go fix yourself up. Don't just go get in the, you know what I'm saying, get in the weight room or get your squat. You know what I'm saying? Like all that shit is cool, but if your brain ain't right, all the rest of that shit don't even fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? You don't give a fuck how fine you is, you know what I'm saying, or how whatever. Get your motherfucking mind right before you go and you talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? For you just go and you engage with somebody doing anything. You know, stop all the extreme shit, the frivolous fucking and all that. Just chill out and all that. You fuck around, you gonna catch something. First of all, you might catch a case, catch an STD, or do both. You understand me? Shit is real life shit. With that being said, this is the Trill Pill podcast. Make sure you mind your mental to be on your mental state, true and healing. Most of all, stay the Trill gonna be at least be a leader. You understand me? Shout out to love birds out there. Go share this to a couple. Share it to yourself. Whatever. Get it out there. Let me know how you feel about the topic today. You understand me? I think it was dope. I think I had fun. You understand me? I think this was a fun episode. I might do a part two. I might go live with this shit just to see tap in with y'all and just get y'all pick y'all brain, because I know some of y'all got some crazy shit going on out there, and I might just do that. But in the meantime, man, long live Coach Dude, fifth quarter attitude to the motherfucking clock run out. I love y'all. About this video.